Hey everyone, Mrs. Landon here. So if you have other AP courses, you probably are already aware of the choices you get to make. For our AP stats test, there is a choice that you have to make in terms of the type of format of test you want to take. So I want to give you some overviews. You are going to have a choice to take your test on paper, like we normally have in the past years, or digitally online. If you take it paper-based, it is in person and it's on May 17th at noon here at the school. If you take it digitally, which is basically online, you could either choose to take it in person or you could take it at home. That test would be scheduled for June 10th at 3 p.m. Both tests do allow the calculator. They actually suggest you have your calculator, and they will give you a formula sheet. Will be supplied for both of them. So the formula sheet I gave you at the beginning of the year will be the same formula sheet. Ms. Bauman does plan on emailing you all in this next week and asking you for your format decision. When you decide if you want the paper-based or the digital, that will be locked down and has to be done by March 5th. You are not allowed to change your format choice once you have decided which format you want to take. Let me give you a quick overview of how the two formats differ. So the difference in even the scheduling is a little over 3 weeks. So if you want to get it done sooner than later, that might make up your choice for you. The paper-based test is sooner. It's scheduled for May 17th. This one consists of our standard test we've always had in the past years. It's 40 multiple choice questions that are timed at 90 minutes and it's paper-based. You would be able to kind of page back and forth on your questions because it is paper-based. So if you do question 1 and then you're on question 5, you could technically go back and look at that. That is different from the online. The free responses is going to be 6 questions in 90 minutes, again, very standard. This is how your questions are going to be broken down for the 6 free response. The first 5 free responses count for 75% of your free response score. The last free response is called an investigative task. It's number 6. Counts for about 25% of your free response overall score. This is absolutely nothing new to our AP Stats exam. An investigative task is something where it's normally a 3 or 4 part question, and typically the first 1, 2, maybe 3 parts are things that you've seen before, but then they're going to throw something different at you, and they just want to know how that you are going to handle it. It's something you've never seen before, and again, this is a very standard question. Both test formats have this type of question, so don't have that one make your decision for you. In the free responses, though, what they have said that how they will break them down, you will have 1 free response about collecting data. That's our chapter 4. 1 on exploring data, which is chapters 1 through 3. Both of these questions will have multi-parts to it. So, expect maybe a part A-B or a part A-B-C. Now, the paper-based test has these 2 free responses that the other one will not. It's a multi-part on probabilities, which is chapters 5 through 7. A 1-part, multi-part again on inferences, which is chapters 8 through 12. Then you're going to also have 1 more free response that combines 2 or more skill categories, which is a very broad question. I'm not sure what that entails. Now, this again is going to be 40 multiple choice, 6 free response. How the AP board weights your scoring is they're going to take your complete multiple choice score, you get 50% of those points, and then 50% of the free response. That will then determine what your actual test score is. Now, again, you're going to notice these 2 here in the blue with the asterisks. These are the 2 free response types you will not find on the digital exam. So if you're really not liking these topics, maybe that'll help you make a decision too on which one to take. Let's look at the digital exam. Now, the digital exam is for June 10th at 3 p.m. This one is a little bit different. They are going to have fewer free response questions, but more multiple choice. So the first part of multiple choice you're going to take just like you would in the paper-based. It's 40 multiple choice questions in 90 minutes. Very similar. Now online for the multiple choice, it says here you cannot review your answers after you submit it. So if you submit question 1 and then you're on question 4, you can never go back and see or make any changes to the previous multiple choice. Now, in addition, you are going to have 11 more multiple choice questions in their own little of assessment. So this first one will be timed at 90 minutes and shut down. This next one would be 11 more questions that you would not see on the paper-based exam, and you would be given 25 minutes to do those 11 questions. And again, you can't review them. Now, there is a free response portion. The free response on the paper-based was 6 questions. This is 4, and you're going to have 65 minutes versus the 90 minutes to take it. You're going to have a multi-part from chapter 4 again, which is similar to the other one. One multi-part from chapters 1 through 3, like the other exam. One that combines multiple skills, which again, I don't know what that would be. That could be anything. And then that investigative task question, which is our standard, what we call the number 6 in our free responses. Always have this type of question in the AP Stats exam. Now, they did not clarify, but I am assuming the weight of this investigative task is going to be very similar as if it were the paper-based. So that shouldn't really make a big decision for you either. Now, how the test is scored. They're going to look at those 40 multiple choice questions, this first group, and that is 50% of your ultimate score. The other 50% of your score is going to be a combination of the 4 free responses and then the other 11 multiple choice. So basically what they're doing in comparing the two is they're taking out 2 free responses and replacing it with 11 multiple choice. And then that's going to be 50% of your score. These free responses here, you will be not to be asked to draw or graph anything. You actually are not allowed to submit photos or handwritten work at all. All of your free responses, these 4 of them, will be typed on a keyboard. So think about the work that you've been doing now. If you've ever had to draw stuff, again, that wouldn't be on there. Sometimes you're probably going to have to type symbols, maybe like X bar or sigma. If you have to type those symbols, those key features will be somewhere on their keyboard within the application they have you use. The board does plan on having one practice digital exam come out sometime in April, so you can get a feel for how it's going to work. But keep in mind, you have to make this decision by March 5th, so you don't even get to know what this looks like. You just have to use this basic information for it. Now, if it helps you to see them side by side, comparing your choices. Again, look at the dates of testing. Think about, does that date make a difference to you? If it does, have that help you make your decision. The multiple choice versus the free response. Are you someone that really does not like multiple choice at all and you prefer free response? Then I probably would go with the paper-based one. If you are just awesome and can do those multiple choice very well, maybe you go for the online one. The one thing that I have done that I think can help you determine this too is when you do your final assessments for the chapters in those online multiple choice questions, those have actually come from the AP Board's system from me. So those questions they've written, I'm guessing, and I don't know, might have a similar vibe to what you're going to see here. So that might help you decide. Go back to your Schoology course. Look at those blue puzzle pieces you did for your final assessments. How did you score on them? Did you not do that well? Will that be indicative of maybe how this might go for you? So have that decide maybe, are you more free response-ish or are you more multiple choice? Now, they are saying too, I mean, obviously more people, if they take the digital test, are probably going to take it at home. So yeah, would you have your resources available to you? Sure. Do they know that? Yes. They're not going to ask you a question that you could quickly look up in a book and type. They're not going to ask you for a free response to define a term. Correlation coefficient, sometimes they'll ask you to define. They wouldn't do that here on a digital test. On a paper-based test, would they ask you to define that? I absolutely could see that happening. So you might see more definitions happening on the paper test versus the digital test. The weighting, I think, is somewhat similar, though, so you're not going to see a big difference. Again, these multiple choice questions, this 40 and this 40 are weighted the same. That investigative is weighted the same. You're just going to have 2 fewer free responses over here and 11 more multiple choice. How do you feel about typing your free responses out? Are you comfortable with it? Think about these options. Let me know if you want to talk further about it. Send me an email. We can Zoom, stop by my classroom. Keep your eyes open for an email from Ms. Bauman on this, and good luck making your decision. Let me know if I can help you out.